Greetings. This meditation is bringing us back to some basics. In my mentoring practice, I have organically come about 30 questions, which can be found in our vault of mentorship, and which also happens if you've ever taken any workshops with me or been in my studio or any online classes. And for this month, I'm going to go back to the first basic question, and that is, why do we make art? That might seem like a benign thing to say, but really, when we spend time with it, it can bring us to the core of our authenticity, of what it is we want to communicate to not only ourselves, but the world. I really believe the making of art and being close to our creative life force is a healing mechanism for ourselves and others. We can learn techniques and become very sophisticated with adding even more and more to our repertoire, waiting and hoping, with our fingers crossed, that will come to our mature phase. And yes, that will happen. But if we can along the way mine our souls, stay true to what really has meaning for us, it can make the experience so much more joyful. So what if we're making things very awkward? Let's say you have a love of astrology, which I happen to do, have a love of astrology. I might paint the cosmos and sometimes add certain constellations that are abstracted in the work I make, but I know they're there, and it brings me joy to know, even if I'm covering it up in the process of a painting, the underlying structure of the meaning of what I'm doing is there. And I also believe that it emulates energy. So, as always, as we begin this meditation, get into a comfortable position. Maybe you're laying down or your feet are firmly planted on the ground. I'd like you to take a really deep breath into the core of your belly, the deepest breath you've taken all day. And we'll do this 2 more times. Big breath in, and then letting something go. One more time. A big breath in, and then letting something go. Imagine there's a grounding cord at the base of your spine, moving down through wherever the floor is, the ground, all the way to the core of Mother Earth, firmly anchoring yourself. And now from the top of your head, maybe a foot above your head, imagine white light coming down, pouring over your head and your neck, releasing any tension you might feel. Maybe bring this warm white light to a place in your body that might need a little extra love and care. And just feel this warm light unraveling any tension. Bring your awareness to your third eye, right between your eyebrows, and visualize the color violet. And as if like an aperture, you're opening up this chakra this energy space and feeling violet light permeating the top of your head, and bring that light down to your heart. You might even place your hands on your heart as you feel warm violet light. See if you can merge it with the color green. What happens when green and violet merge together? Just take a moment to breathe into this. And now ask yourself, your soul self, not your mind. We've dropped into the heart. And as you feel into your heart, why did you come to art in the first place? Can you connect to that joyful child within you? Can you conjure up a memory of what you liked to paint as a child? Were they shapes or places or people? And as you still connect from your head to your heart, feel into this innocence, this joyful innocence. And now drop into your belly. Can you remember a time when you stopped making art? Can you remember why? No judgment. Sometimes it's a job, a family, obligations, responsibilities. Or sometimes it's just self-critical judgment of feeling we're not good enough. See if you can bring some of that warm violet light into your belly for healing and rejuvenation. Violet is the color of wisdom. And as you breathe into your belly, bring the energy up back to the heart and even back up to the third eye. And without any reservations or limitations, I want you to listen to this sentence and just hold within you the first thing that comes into your field of awareness. Why do I make art? The first answer is usually the right one. You can elaborate on it later. Why do I make art? It could just be really innocent. For some, it's a way to process deep grief or feeling. For others, it's just pure joy. Can you connect a color to this feeling? How about a shape? And if this shape had some wisdom for you today, what might it say? This process is very simple, but can be very profound when we really connect to the core reasons that we are on the path of making art or creating anything for that matter. Take another deep breath. Hold this essence of what came to you. Feel it expanding out of your body and into your auric field, and surround and cloak yourself in the color, in the energy, in the innocence. And see how far you can actually expand this field. 10 feet, 20 feet. Your creative life force permeating out into the universe, above, below, on either side of you, and behind you. And now bring that energy back into your body, concentrated into the heart, into the third eye, the green, the violet, and the white, warm, permeating light we brought in from above, swirling and moving through your whole body, down to your toes, up to your hips, your belly, your arms, your neck, your head. Maybe take another deep breath. Before we end this, I want you to imagine what materials you might get out. Will it be paints, a large piece of paper, a large canvas, a small piece of paper, a couple, 3 or 4 as a series? Because what I would like you to do is to first write it down, what came to you, and then see if you can free-form write from there, maybe spending 5 to 10 minutes. And then when you're done, if time allows, I'd like you to work on a piece of art that expresses this essence. It might be a few pieces or maybe just one, but really holding on to the space that we just created here together. So when you're ready, gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. And when you do open your eyes, gently batting your eyes open, take in 3 to 5 things around you to anchor yourself back into present time. And as always, enjoy. See you soon.